Fatherhood isn't just a title, it's a mental, emotional, and generational shift. The intimacy, communication, and resentment begin to shift dramatically after children. You need tools, not just love, to stay connected. Kids need truthful, flawed, and growing men, not polished performers, guys. Randy Wineglass, LMFT, 10 Truths About Fatherhood No One Tells You But You Need to Hear. Welcome to my channel, Man Up Mental Health. We're going to break down some of the 10 system-shocking truths that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but we as men need to hear. 80% of men will become fathers in their lifetime, but nearly 1 in 4 children live without a biological father in the home. We're sold the idea that being a dad is natural, instinctive, or even easy. But what if I told you that's not just wrong, it's dangerous? Watch until the end of this video, because the last truth might explain why some fathers emotionally disappear and how to stop it from happening to you. This is a really important topic to me, guys, so thank you so much for joining. So let's break it down. Fatherhood isn't just a title, it's a mental, emotional, and generational shift, but we're not told the full story. These are not the warm and fuzzy takes, guys. These are the hard truths. You won't find these truths in parenting books or social media reels. Let's man up and get into it. 10 shocking truths about fatherhood. 1. Fatherhood can trigger depression, and most men don't talk about it. Postpartum depression isn't just for moms. 10% of new fathers experience it. Hormones, sleep deprivation, financial pressure, and identity loss hit men hard. Suppressing it fuels resentment and isolation. You might grieve your old life, and that's normal. Identity crisis is real. Freedom, ambition, spontaneity shift overnight. Grief doesn't mean regret, it means something changed. No one tells you it's okay to feel that loss. Your relationship will be tested in unseen ways. The intimacy, communication, and resentment begin to shift dramatically after children. 67% of couples report decline in relationship satisfaction after the first baby. You need tools, not just love, to stay connected. Kids remember how you show up, not what you provide. Many men equate worth with money, but your presence is more important than your paycheck. Absentee fathers often say, I was working for them. Time, tone, and tenderness leave the deepest mark. You'll repeat what you haven't healed. Say it again, you'll repeat what you haven't healed. Fatherhood exposes unprocessed trauma from your own dad. If you haven't faced it, you'll react instead of lead. Silence and shame are passed down until someone breaks the chain. Discipline isn't control, it's emotional regulation. So all the yelling, spanking, punishing may feel like control, but it's usually emotional overflow. Your reactions teach them how to react. Regulate yourself before you try to correct them. Being a good dad doesn't mean being a perfect man. Kids need truthful, flawed, and growing men, not polished performers, guys. Vulnerability teaches emotional intelligence. Hiding your emotions teaches your son to do the same. Your mental health becomes their emotional blueprint. Anxious dads raise anxious kids. Angry dads raise kids who walk on eggshells. Work on yourself, not just for you, but for who's watching. Your child might not save you, and that's not their job. Many men hope fatherhood will heal their own wounds. I see this a lot in my practice, and kids oftentimes can amplify your issues if you don't fix them. Don't make your child carry the weight of your unmet needs. One day, you'll be the voice inside their head. Make it a good one. Your words, your reactions, and tone become internal dialogue for their life. You're not just raising a kid, you're shaping a mindset. Choose your influence carefully. I see this a lot with my clients who have negative self-talk. A lot of times, it's the internal voice of a caregiver that was really strict. So it's really important for you to shape and provide loving, healing information inside your children, so that way, when they grow up and they have difficulties, there's a loving and healing voice that's inside of them that's speaking to them. When you're very critical, you're very harsh, you're judging them really strictly, every little thing they do. These are the clients that I see who have harsh, negative self-talk. They're beating themselves up for every mistake. They don't see hope or any possibility of the situation getting better. And I always ask my clients, who does this voice remind you of? It's either a dad, a mom, some family member, some caregiver. So be really mindful that the voice as a father, that you put inside that child is going to turn into their internal dialogue. It's going to shape and mold their mindset as they become adults. A lot of times, young men who you see outperforming, who are living a life of value, generally is because they had a caregiver, father who put in positive encouragement, who uplifted them, who championed them, even during their weaknesses. So they internalize that voice. Any voice that's outside of you when you're a kid becomes the voice inside of you when you become an adult. I'm gonna say that again. Any male voice that's inside of you when you're a child becomes, self-talk or inner dialogue voice inside of you. All right. Randy Weinglass, licensed marriage and family therapist here in Irvine. This is going to be a part of a fatherhood series. This isn't the end, fellas. We can talk about fatherhood, many videos. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.